Hey Anna, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking Monster, the white one, but I just had a bunch of the new flavor. It was really good.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm drinking Pepsi Zero with
You're
Bushmills.
you're drinking cum.
I don't think that's true.
It's true. I've checked. It's your
Booze.
usual beverage of choice.
That's what you wanted to interject to say? That's why we had to
Yeah.
reenact the entire. Okay.
Well, you were the one who decided we had to redo the entire thing.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay, I did, but only because you were upset that you didn't get to make a joke about me
I
drinking
I
semen.
I wasn't that upset.
Yeah.
It sounded like you were on the verge of tears.
Well, I usually sound like I'm on the verge of tears. I'm British.
Some British people
It's
are cheery.
none that I've met. It's sort
That's
of
There's
crazy.
that
a,
Thomas
a
Skinner guy
condition of living here.
who's like, ladies and gentlemen, it is the weekend, and I don't look when I pour because I'm the absolute governor.
To be fair, I do love him.
Yeah, he's awesome.
There's fucking
Last time we got bangers and mash, I did the like or I don't look when I pour thing. And I like annoyed the person I was with. I was like, I don't look when I pour because I'm the absolute governor.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
I don't get that though. Why would you what's the point of not pouring or not looking?
Because it demonstrates a carefree attitude. I don't know.
I do love
is
mashed
just that good.
potatoes.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes do bang, to be fair, with a bit of garlic and like some seasoning.
Yeah. The gravy tech is like the
Mm,
canned mushroom gravy you can get at the store is like
okay.
sleeper. Well, I don't remember what brand it is.
I found this fucking Guinness, like I don't even know what it is. I think it's supposed to be some kind of, maybe it is just gravy mix, but it's like Guinness and ale for like, I think it's like steak pie mix. Hang on, let me just go fucking read the packaging.
Yeah, while you're
But
doing that,
it's fucking good.
it's Campbell's mushroom gravy is like better than like actual like homemade gravy I've had. It's like surprisingly good, and it's vegetarian, maybe vegan.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I ate so many mashed potatoes between Thanksgiving and now.
Oh
Oh my,
yeah.
yeah, well, cause I mean leftovers, right?
Uh-huh.
Um,
Okay.
my favorite thing to do is get a plate bowl, put mashed potatoes leftovers and turkey leftovers, and just
Mm,
mix it up, and then
nice, nice.
pour a shitload of gravy on it.
Throw a bit of stuffing in there as well.
I've never been a stuffing person, but I need to give it another try. I've been trying to be trying more things, trying food I thought I didn't like, but I've yet to try stuffing again.
So we got it here. Guinness ale and steak pie mix. It seems like it's for like casseroles and shit. It says on the back, deliciously rich and comforting. This homemade ale and steak pie mix brings to life the essence of Guinness, a real pub classic sure to please everyone around the table.
Oh, it's a
Uh,
pub
So,
classic.
yeah,
Northern Charlie XCX be like pub classics, right?
where's she from? I can't
I don't
remember.
get it. I don't get the joke.
There's a picture of her from like 2008, and she's like,
Oh yeah, she's from Essex, isn't she?
yeah,
Yeah,
she's
because
like
it's
wearing
her
like
in
the
that
most
like
SX like getup ever.
yeah, the like leopard print trousers and
Yeah.
just the fuck ass hairline, where just her hair is like pulled back as though she was being scalped and escaped halfway through.
I thought it was kind of a look. It kind of looks like she's like Rose Tyler in Doctor Who or something. Not
Mm.
actually Rose Tyler, but you know.
To be fair, that is like the archetypal British woman, Rose Tyler.
Yeah.
that is what, like, until probably like what, 2018, 2019, every woman in Britain looked like that.
That's awesome. What happened in 2018, 2019?
Uh, fucking, I don't know. Was there an election that year? I don't fucking, I don't pay attention. I don't go outside. I
There must have
stay in my house all day
there must
Yeah.
have been a
watching slop on TV and posting on Twitter.
there must have been
I
a
don't.
vibe shift.
Yeah, there was just a general vibe shift. I mean, it's not like an exact timeline. It's just kind of.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I should do the intro.
Go for it.
Are you guys ready to record?
Are
I
we
thought we
not
were
already
recording the
recording?
whole
I mean, we
yeah.
have been recording, but I just wanted to make sure you guys
Okay.
were okay with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go wild.
Hi, welcome to the Penis Games podcast. Today we have a special guest. We have Bagel.
It's me. Is this
Yeah.
the first episode since the name change, or has there already
It's the
been?
second episode since the name change.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the second episode of the Penis Games podcast.
Yeah. Do you want to
Nice.
go ahead and introduce
Glad to
yourself,
be.
Bagel? Tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Sure, I guess. I mean, I was on another episode before the name change, but I
That
might
is
as well.
true. That is true.
Yeah.
I'm, uh, who the fuck am I? I don't know. I'm a loser who posts shit on the internet, and like
Yeah.
a handful of people follow me.
Yeah.
That's kind of it. I'm like, I'm not really anyone noteworthy.
Yeah.
I used to be moderately popular with some losers on uh, just various parts of the internet,
Yeah. So you're
and
kind
that's
of like
kind of
a you're
died
kind of
down.
like a sleeper hit, is what you're saying.
I don't know what that means, but sure, why not?
If you had the choice, if you could choose between fame and obscurity, what would you choose? Like, there's no middle ground. You have to choose between absolute fame. Let me think of a celebrity. Whose level of
There
fame you'd have to get.
there's
Okay,
like a
Dasha,
right
Dasha from
answer.
Red Scare. Okay, if you could
Oh,
choose between Dasha from Red Scare level fame and obscurity fame, what would you choose?
Obscurity
obscurity
fame. What does that
fame?
mean?
Like, no one fucking
Is
knows
that
who you
just
are.
like,
Like,
oh, like I'm just a, am I like a micro celebrity, or like just no one knows who I am?
as of right now, I would say you're like a tiny micro celebrity. Maybe like
I'm a nano celebrity.
yeah, maybe like 1,000 people know who you are. 1,000 people who are in the
Yeah,
know, but still 1,000 people.
those who know. So it's between Dasha levels of fame and my current nano celebrity status.
Maybe even a little less. Maybe yeah.
Less. So I fall off, is what you're saying.
No,
Yeah.
this is a hypothetical question.
In the hypothetical,
Yeah,
you
but in
fell
this
off.
hypothetical, I fall off.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you fall off. There you
Okay,
go.
sure. I mean, I feel like if I did become like remotely well known, I would immediately get people just like bringing up my posts to be like, this person's a fucking like asshole, which would probably go down fine with like the people who already follow me and shit, but would probably destroy my life in like
Yeah, I'd
meat
probably
space.
yeah, I feel the same way. I'd probably get canceled for something.
uh,
Like I've not even done anything like
Mhm.
particularly bad. I'm just like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
same. Yeah.
I've posted slurs which I'm allowed to say an extreme amount.
Yeah. Yeah, I take all the mileage I'm allotted by the current cultural climate and like use it up.
Yeah.
I have a question about the hypothetical. Is
Yeah.
Dasha famous? I don't know anything
She was
about her.
okay. She was on
She was on
Succession.
Succession. Yeah.
Hunter Biden listens to the Red Scare podcast.
Does he? That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, or at least had listened to it.
What a fucking like baller. Imagine living his life. You just like smoke crack and fuck
Yeah,
prostitutes all
that's
day.
awesome.
And then your dad pardons you because he's the president of the United States.
It
Yeah.
it's really funny he got pardoned. Is he like a chill guy? Is he chill? Like, is he
Uh,
nice?
and like all okay. So there's like a 600-page report on Hunter Biden or whatever, like all the shit that was in his laptop, and conservatives are like, there are like 500 gun felonies, there are 300 drug felonies, and also like sex abuse and rape. He was raping minors. There are pictures of like minors, and it's like, I don't know. I'm not gonna look through that report.
I
Yeah.
mean, if there are like pictures of minors, I retract what I said about him being a
Yeah,
baller.
yeah.
Yeah. But
But
if you just like
I feel like if there were, you would see them everywhere. It feels like I've seen the same exact pictures of like Hunter Biden smoking crack over the
yeah,
Yeah,
if
past
you
4 fucking
it
years.
is. It is a great fucking picture. Just the close up of him with the pipe like slightly out of frame, but you can see like the smoke and the flame.
Oh yeah, Hunter Biden is so awesome. That's like the ideal fucking lifestyle. Just like being a brain dead nepo baby, just like smoking crack and like fucking women
yeah.
or men if that's your cup of tea.
I hope he's just like just a weird guy who likes to smoke crack and drive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also, the picture of him like in the bath smoking a cigarette with his hands just like over his chest, and he's
yeah,
just
looking very
clearly
serene.
fucked up.
That's
Just
so
the
awesome.
reddest man in the world.
Yeah, that's so awesome to like go on like a drug and like crime spree and like do illicit activities and just be like, you know what? I want to document this for everyone to
Yeah.
see.
Just taking photos all fucking day.
Happiness is a butterfly. Try to catch it like every night. It escapes from my hands into the moonlight. So true, Hunter Biden.
So
That's
So
true.
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 Did he say that?
Yeah, he did.
That's a pretty good quote.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Joe Biden. He was reading the book like 100 Years War on Palestine, which is very it's like a
Oh, yeah.
pro-Palestinian account of the events in the history of Gaza,
That's actually on
which is
my
kind of funny. That's kind of like Hitler reading Anne Frank's diary.
On Frank.
That's like Hitler in 1945, like when the Soviets are closing in on the Fuhrer bunker, like reading Anne Frank's diary.
yeah,
And
it
being
is.
like, "Oh, geez, I made some mistakes." Or you're like,
Why are you pronouncing it like that?
"Oh, what?"
You're saying
On
on.
Frank.
I think that's how it's on Franck or
Really?
oh, she
Okay.
was Dutch. You know how the Dutch are.
Yeah, but fuck the Dutch. Like,
So it was not
I
fucking Annie
Wait,
Frank. Like
don't.
she's
Isn't
not
Dutch
from Brooklyn.
basically? Isn't Dutch basically just like scuffed English?
Yeah.
We should have had Grog on because she
Her name
actually like
wasn't even
speaks Dutch.
Anne. It was Annelies.
no way.
Really?
Anna Frank. Frank. There you go. Go on the
Well,
Wikipedia page and
wait,
ask them to pronounce it.
that's
Huh?
still her name is still on. It's just
I mean, it's
it's
yeah. I mean, a
shortened.
variant of it. Yeah.
It's just short. It just has a long version. That's like saying somebody named Tim, or wait, somebody named Timothy isn't named Tim, right? Like,
I'm not saying Anne wasn't her name. I was just saying like her formal name is not like Anne. It was anglicized, right?
was it?
Yeah.
I'm checking my
Because if you publish like a
notifications.
diary by like Stanislav Slavinsky, like no one is gonna fucking read it in like England in like 1950 and be like, "Oh, this is so sad. I can relate to this person."
I don't think that's as unlikely as you think it is.
I do.
Okay, well, you're entitled to your opinion.
I am.
I asked my followers if they want me to talk about anything while I'm on the podcast,
Yeah.
and there seems to be quite a demand for me to talk about giant African land snails. I don't know anything about them, so
Hmm.
I'm just
Yeah.
going to kind of speculate. I'm imagining these snails are at least 10 foot tall, um, crawling across the African plains,
Yeah, but
probably across the Sahara Desert.
they couldn't call
Um,
them giant if they weren't at least
well,
10 feet
no,
tall.
yeah, because giant, everyone knows giant is like minimum, what, 7 foot.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
That's the scientific definition.
I think the best you've got is like the snails and like Dark Souls or Soulsborne games, and then you take that size and you cut it by like 2/3.
Well,
Well, they're
I'm gonna choose to believe that I'm correct or that we're correct, uh,
You're just
and
fucking
that they are
spitballing.
around 10 feet. So
they're
what?
probably still tiny, if we're being real.
I don't think so. I think they've got to be at least 10 foot, and purely because of their size, they surely have to be a lot faster than normal
I'm
snails.
s- I'm saying they're not even gonna be larger than the snail phones from One Piece.
Yeah. Anyway, what do you think about Keir Starmer,
Who's that?
the Prime Minister of the UK?
I haven't heard of this. Who is this?
Uh, Keir Starmer, the fucking Prime Minister of the UK.
Uh, I don't know what that is. What's that?
Is this like a joke that like British people do, where they pretend not to know what's going on in their country?
N- no, I'm
Okay.
I've never heard of this man. Who's what did you
Uh,
say his name was?
his name is Keir Starmer.
I'm with you. I've never
Is
heard
that
of
that
him.
sounds like a German name?
Okay, who do you
Are
think
you
is the
sure
Prime
you're not
Minister of the UK?
confused? Are you sure you're not
Keir
confusing
Starmer.
him? I no. I
Well, then who is it?
Yeah, who do you think is the Prime Minister of the UK, Bagel?
I don't know. That's all. That's
This is just
above
like a
my pay
dumb.
grade.
Literally every British person I've talked to, they act like this when I try to ask them about their politics.
I you know,
Do you
like I
have
said
something you're
earlier,
trying to
I
obscure?
don't go outside. I don't know what's
You're
going
really
on in
fucking
the
up my
country.
vibe right now, Bagel. I plan to ask
Okay.
you 600 questions about Keir Starmer or UK
I look,
politics, but now I can't.
okay. Okay. I'm gonna like step out of the admittedly not very good bit for a second and say I genuinely haven't paid attention to anything in British politics for like since the election night, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't really have any thoughts
He
there.
gave like a press conference recently where he was like immigration is really bad actually, and
Well, yeah, he
like
has
was
to
like
be
yeah.
British.
Mhm. Yeah. Which is
Uh,
it's kind of funny how Trump gets elected and suddenly like Trudeau is like we're stopping immigration and Starmer is like no more immigration.
mm,
Mhm.
he was
It's
two
kind of
months
like they were
before my
all
dad.
like
That's quite
so,
disturbing.
sorry, what's that?
He was born 2 months before my dad. That's quite disturbing.
I think he's isn't he like an MI6 asset?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Like
But it's
like
weird because he doesn't seem to have actually done anything that would like benefit them. Like the country's not in
he's
any
been
better
providing them
position.
intel. He's been like a sleeper agent.
I see. I think he is, but they're playing the long game with him,
Yeah.
where
Mhm.
basically they've tricked him into thinking,
He's
"Oh, we'll get
controlled
you in charge,
opposition.
and
Yeah.
then you'll be like you'll be our guy on the inside who runs the government for us." But actually, they basically got him as like a patsy to kind of just fuck up the election. The the time that he has in government for the next election, and then reform is just gonna like sweep, and then we'll basically just be living in a like fascist country
Yeah.
Is it really true
under
that he's an asset?
He was in Czechoslovakia in like the 90s or whatever. They had like an intelligence file on him.
there was
He was supposed to be doing charity work, but it's like who does charity work in Czechoslovakia in the 90s during the
his
Cold War?
aide Sue Gray was like basically confirmed to be like an intelligence agent in in the north of Ireland
Oh, that's awesome.
in like the was it the 80s or the 90s? I don't remember, but like when shit was going down.
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this before on the cast, but the MI6 was collaborating with the Bush government to dig up dirt on Bill Clinton so he wouldn't get elected. With the Bush senior government, so Bill Clinton wouldn't get elected.
Damn, but he got
It,
elected anyways.
yeah, because he spent time, Bill Clinton spent time, I think, as a Rhodes Scholar in Oxford, and they were like, Bush government like went to MI6, and they were like, "Do you have any dirt on this guy we could use?" And
Why
obviously,
didn't
they didn't want Bill Clinton getting elected because he has like a like an Irish background, and they didn't want him fucking up Northern Ireland for them.
I didn't know
mm,
that. I didn't know
yeah,
he
I
had
didn't
an
know
Irish
that
background.
either.
Yeah. Um, also famous MI6 asset, the Spice Girls and all that cool
What?
Britannia type stuff. Yeah, that was all like
Well,
a
yeah.
master
I
plan by
mean,
MI6.
the entire music industry internationally has pretty much always been run by the intelligence community. That's kind of an open
Yeah.
secret. Uh,
That's crazy. I didn't know
you know,
that.
Darby Crash from the Germs.
No. Is that
So
real?
yeah, do you not know who this is?
No, I don't have any idea.
Okay, do you, Morgan?
No, I don't.
Okay,
Sorry.
there's no point in me explaining it then.
No, go ahead. Go
Basically,
ahead. You
he
committed to
was
it.
basically he was kind of groomed by the Church of Scientology, and I think like the maybe the CIA. I mean, I'm sure they have a lot of influence in the Church of Scientology, but he was basically groomed to be like, I think, a messiah figure in the Church of Scientology, and then was just kind of like just fried his brain doing a shitload of drugs, and then yeah,
That's awesome.
that's why he went to those like oh, well, I guess you don't know about this because you don't know who he is. But he has like, there's this whole story about him and Pat Smear, who later went and joined Nirvana and Foo Fighters, where they went to school together. Pat Smear was also in the Germs, where they went to school together and they had this weird, like, it was like a weird kind of artsy school. So they had this thing where you basically had to like design your own class and then you would be like graded on it. So they made up a class that was just like going to the market and buying fruit and just eating fruit. And this is kind of like, tossed around as like, oh, these guys were like being quirky and being silly. And the whole reason why they had to do that, like making your own class thing, is just because the school was run by the Church of Scientology. So they were just doing wacky shit.
That's awesome.
That's crazy. But so they would just go to the market and they would eat fruit?
Yeah, they would literally just eat fruit and like fuck about for the rest of the day.
Well, I bet that was very educating.
Yeah.
Let me read the Wikipedia page. Uh,
Yeah, there's a lot of like like CIA stuff like going on like right now. There's the protests, the anti-Russian protests in Georgia, and also the Syrian rebels trying to take Aleppo. I think they have it by now. I think Assad might be done. I'm not sure.
I
They're
he's
saying
still
he's
hanging
done.
in there, I think.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, everyone knows you can't get rid of Assad. There's the
yeah.
whole
Who
Assad
must
curse.
go? Yeah,
Yeah. So basically, through some kind of just divine intervention, they will all get murked before they
yeah. I
get
think
him.
they're trying to like shit the bed before Trump gets in. Uh, like like neocons or whatever, like authorizing Ukraine to use long-range missile strikes. They're just like, oh, how can we fuck up this situation as much as we can, so it can't be undone once like our intelligence, agency is reformed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So they went to this school and created this class for themselves called fruit eating, and they would just go to the market, eat fruit for an hour, and then go back to school. And apparently, they were also trying to like brainwash other students using LSD, which, I mean, where else have we heard of that?
Nowhere
That's
else?
awesome.
Nobody else has ever tried that?
Who do you think
No.
killed Kennedy, Bagel?
I mean, it's pretty well established that it was the CIA, right?
Hmm.
Like, I don't think anyone's really got much doubt about that.
Uh, here, one second. I'll be back. I'm gonna get some more alcohol.
Let's
Okay.
go. I don't have any alcohol. Well, I
Oh,
probably actually do, but I don't really want to drink it.
yeah. I'm just drinking coffee. It's
That's fair.
good coffee.
I've got Monster. I've got water. That's all I need.
Yeah. What's your favorite flavor?
I like White Monster the best, but the new one, the Vice
Interesting.
Guava, is close behind.
Mm. I'm not a huge fan of the white monster. I'll drink it if there's not really any other option, but it's pretty.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What's
it's
your
Uh,
kind of
favorite?
just. I don't know. Probably the uh, Ultra Rosa, the one that they're getting rid of.
Oh, I
I
I
like the
don't
ultra red. They're axing that too, which is very sad to me.
I
The
don't know if
Ultra
I've
Red
had
is
either of
weird.
those.
It's too like
I know it's weird, but I like that
dry.
shit.
Dry?
Yeah.
That's that's crazy. How can a liquid be dry?
It's. I think it's to do with like the sweetness of it,
Hmm.
but I don't know the like chemistry of it. I just know that
Gotcha.
Mhm.
it tastes damp instead of wet.
I think in yeah, I think they call wines dry when they have less sugar.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that not? Yeah. So anyway, about the CIA assassination. So sorry, about the assassination of Kennedy. So in like the 80s or whatever, there was a guy who defected from the Soviet Union. He crossed the border into Austria, right? And he essentially went to go get debriefed in Berlin. Or no, not Berlin, maybe West Germany. He went to go get debriefed in West Germany by the Allies, by you know, the Americans, and they were like, "Okay, tell us everything you know." And this guy, he was really high up in like Soviet intelligence, and he's like, "Okay, yeah. So basically half the CIA is Cuban intelligence." And it was real, and it turned out half the CIA was literally Cuban intelligence. Like they were all Cuban intelligence assets. And afterwards, what's his face? Fidel Castro put out like a documentary that was like basically just him fucking with the CIA. And it was like, oh, this guy is one of our own. And he's like, oh, this guy is one of our own. And that's why to this day, like Cuba is such like a no-go place for the Americans. It's because they got like totally embarrassed.
They
Um
they got owned?
Yeah, they got totally owned by the Cuban intelligence agency, which is really good. Um, And anyway, one of the things that this guy who defected from the Soviet Union said was that during the date of the JFK assassination, what's his face? Fidel Castro turned his radio satellites from Miami to Dallas. So, Fidel Castro had foreknowledge of what was going to go on in Dallas the day JFK was assassinated. So, which essentially hints that he probably knew because of his CIA connections. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or at
Nice.
least had like some inkling.
Rip Bozo.
And I think I heard that like Alan Dulles orchestrated the entire thing, and that it was actually a Corsican snipers who were hired to do the job from
Hmm.
Italy, and that's why the gun used to kill JFK. That they say Lee Harvey Oswald used to kill JFK was like an Italian military service rifle, like an
Mm,
Italian military service sniper that you to get in the United States you had to get it from a catalog, you had to get it mailed in from Italy.
yeah.
Hmm.
Speaking of assassinations, the what was it? Is it United
Yeah,
Healthcare?
the United
That
Healthcare
guy.
CEO.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rip
everyone
Bozo.
everyone has been like, "Oh, that assassin is retarded. He let himself get seen." Or like his gun malfunctioned. It's like you have no like he
It's
hasn't been caught, so you can't
it's
really say
crazy that he
anything.
hasn't been caught as well. Like he
Yeah.
used an e-bike, which surely you have to pay for, which
I
with
don't
legal
I'm not even sure if
safer
that's
now.
true. Like
It,
I don't
there's
know.
so much like misinformation going around it, and like people are jumping on
Yeah.
yeah,
well,
stuff.
there's
There
like
was that guy who was like, "Oh, I found him because he used a city bike,"
Oh,
and
that dude is so
just
fucking
completely
gay.
wrong. Yeah,
He's like,
fuck
I'm
that
sitting
dude.
at my computer and I'm looking at the Citibank data that I scrubbed from the Lyft app, and actually, I know this dude escaped northbound on a bike. It's like, yeah, it's like so
yeah,
gay.
it is.
I like the thing with the bullet casings.
Yeah,
Did you see this?
yeah.
He wrote
I
some shit.
it's
It's like
it's
a
like
book title or something.
what does it like actually mean?
It's
It's
I
essentially
think
like critiquing the way the insurance companies scam people out of money.
Well, that's based then because the
it's like
insurance
a
companies are
den-
evil.
it's deny, defend, depose or something.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
think.
That
Uh,
sounds right.
And
which is
deposed is
like
like what happened to him. He got deposed.
yeah. Uh, everyone was saying it's like the title of a book, but the book's title is like completely different. It's like delay, deny, defend. Uh,
He probably was like, oh, I'll do a riff on that. I'll do a riff on that too.
yeah, yeah.
Also, I'm not even sure if that's real. I'd have to. I know some news sources reported that, but I'm not sure if that's correct.
Who the fuck knows? Who
Hmm.
cares anymore? Like,
Uh,
it's funny.
yeah,
That's what matters. It like, how does it affect us if some guy like got fucking game ended with some shell casings
Yeah,
with words written on them?
it's also really funny people being like, "Oh, you have to be sad that he died." It's
No,
like
yeah.
like
I'm not exactly celebrating, but like you know, like no one fucking
yeah.
cares.
Like it's not like when fucking Kissinger or like John McCain died, where everyone's kind of like nice,
Yeah,
sick, but it's just like, yeah, good, nice, good job, good job.
yeah.
I didn't know John McCain died.
You thought he
Yeah,
was
he like
still around?
didn't that
Well,
fucking brain tumor kill him or something?
Yeah.
he
He's
I
boiling in lava right now.
in my mind he ran against Obama and Obama's still alive, so he should be still
He was
alive.
really
But
fucking old when he ran against Obama. He was in like a Vietnam War like torture camper,
that's crazy. I didn't
or
know
was it the
that.
Korean War?
If you were gonna assassinate someone, and write 3 words on 3 shell
If
casings.
he sucked my dick.
that
Or I
that's
would write nothing, because, like, I'd let my actions speak.
Okay, that's extremely gay.
I'm trying to think what would be good.
Kill all fake cells.
That's pretty good, yeah.
What else? Emo boys kissing.
That
Wow,
that
you're
was,
so original.
you know,
Have you
it
seen
would go
the clip
crazy in
of
the
Ethel? Have you seen Ethel Kane's new video?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
talking about the type of gay porn she likes.
Mhm.
That's so awesome. I love Ethel Cain. I wish she made good music. I'm sorry.
I think it's all right.
It's alright.
I
Ethel
haven't.
Kane's music kind of
It's
gives
not
me
like
the ick
great.
in the same way that a lot of that like Lana Del Rey gives me the ick. And I'm like, this is way too female brained for me. I'm like, I need to listen to some Death Grips.
I don't know. I just think it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has some good tracks, but it's not like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And
I
also
wouldn't
with
really
music,
listen
a
to
lot
that.
of the time people get caught up with the aesthetics and presentation of the music and the particular artist first, and they
For
like
sure.
the music like secondarily.
Mhm.
I
See,
mean, she would be way less popular if she wasn't trans, probably.
uh probably maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I went in to like listening her music with good like not like super high expectations, but I thought very high of her because she's very pretty and trans. But then I did not love the music.
You know who else is very pretty and also trans?
Who?
You, Anna.
What? That there's no way.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I would
Is
listen to
this
your
true?
music.
Well, I guess I'll have to
Can
get to it then.
can we get an independent fact checker in on this?
No, no, it's true. It's true. I'm the independent fact checker.
Okay.
Also, post your Spotify. I think we should go through and check. We should vet everyone's Spotify Wrapped.
I have bad news.
Oh, you don't use Spotify?
I don't use Spotify and I didn't use Apple for the whole year. So
Oh, damn.
I don't have good data for this
Can you guess at your top artists?
It was okay. It was definitely Talking Heads, King Gizzard, Cake, and The Pillows. Those are my top artists for sure, without a doubt.
Um, that's that's okay. That's kind of like yeah, that's good.
It's all
That's
very
kind of like I'm a 12-year-old girl and my dad just
Oh my
introduced me to prog
God!
rock.
Jesus Christ, that is bleak.
What?
You're wrapped.
Is
The
it
one that
really
you
though?
posted. Yeah.
It's just like Sewer Slut, The Smiths, The Joy
Okay.
Division. Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay,
wait,
let's hear your Spotify Wrapped bagel.
uh,
yeah.
this is a this is basically a cop out, but it is also true. My phone is dead, and I don't have the picture anywhere
Boo,
on my
you
computer.
No,
stink.
no, no. Go plug
Boo.
in your phone, or just tell us like what you think your most
Uh,
listened to artists were.
I I remember the top two. The first one was Drug Church, and the second one was it? Was it? I think it was Title Fight. I might be wrong. Uh,
I don't know what that is.
you don't know what is?
Title fight.
It's a band.
I, I, I can assume that. Yeah.
I
Well,
mean
you
that.
don't know. It could have been a solo artist. In that case, is that still a band?
Oh no, it wasn't Title Fight. It was Touche Amore, which is also a band.
I
Did
don't
you
know them.
did you see the Korean martial law attempt?
Yeah. I
I don't
saw
really know what
nothing
happened.
happening.
Oh, nothing
Nothing
The
happened.
happened.
this guy tried
Nothing ever
to
happens.
that's so true. Um, this I think the guy's name is Yoon Suk Yeol or whatever, and what is he? Okay. He's the president of South Korea. He tried to institute martial law to like purge his enemies or whatever, trying to say they were North Korean assets or whatnot. And before martial law could be fully implemented, basically everyone showed up to parliament and vetoed it.
Yeah, it was like completely unanimous.
Yeah, which is really funny.
Yeah. The
Yeah, and
first
then the
time
military had
voting
to
has
like
stopped
the military
like
and police had to like
authoritarianism.
apologize for.
And then didn't he say this might have just been a lie that somebody said, but didn't he straight up just say he did it because he was lonely and just like wanted people to pay attention to him?
Oh, that's awesome.
I hope
I know
that's
he
real.
apologized before he did
What
it. He's like, "I'm
what
so
an
sorry," and they're like, "Sorry for what?" And he's like, "You'll see."
what an awesome way to just like fuck up your country just because you're lonely. You're just like, you know what? Fuck it. Martial law.
I would do that, but I would actually
You
succeed.
would absolutely do that.
Hmm.
Do you think you would succeed at doing a coup?
Me? Yeah, of course. And if I won't succeed, I won't do it.
What do you guys think of this picture of me in Joker makeup?
Who you'd get along with?
Are you?
Paige.
It doesn't even look like you're in Joker makeup. I just think that that's what you look like.
Your skin complexion kind of makes you look like an NPC in Fallout 3, like in the vault,
Yeah,
where you can like
yeah,
weirdly tune
exactly.
their people's skin complexion.
Exactly. It's this weird like
Also, what are we
because you
what are we
can
doing here? We're rating selfies now.
no, it's just
This is
like
the Rate
someone
Bagel
sent this
selfie
to me earlier.
podcast.
It's just
I'm
the way
What
that
do you
it's
think this
like
is? A fucking 4chan
an
image board?
unnatural complexion.
I'm a little. I feel like I've been misled. I expected Joker makeup, and I didn't get to see
Okay.
any.
Well, I can fucking put some on and take a picture if you want.
That's okay,
I don't.
Bagel. You don't need to do that for us.
I do have like some really I don't know about really strong, but like quite distinctive blue eyeshadow, which I just haven't
I
used at all and probably won't. So I could just
like
like
Riel
completely
from
just coat my face in it and just turn myself blue.
Ergo Proxy.
Don't blue
I have
yourself.
no idea what that is.
Amy Lee from Evanescence.
Or Tobias Funke from Arrested Development.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
yes. Well, yes.
I've never worn any makeup, Joker or otherwise.
Really? Never?
Never.
It seems like you
Never
you would
dressed up
have
as a
done
clown.
Joker makeup.
I want to
What's that
start
supposed to
going to
mean?
places just dressed as a clown. Just full clown makeup. No explanation. Just in like Weatherspoons. Just hanging out.
Okay,
Just
like a
full clown attire.
like a real clown or like
Yeah. Like
okay.
full like birthday party clown. Like the wig,
Yeah, yeah.
the red squeaky nose, the massive shoes and shit.
Mhm.
The like frilly collar.
The clown Overton window has shifted. Like I feel like you just have to wear makeup, and some people will say you're a clown. Like my brother dressed up as a clown for
Mm,
Halloween, and he didn't look like a clown at all, except
yeah.
for the fact that he had makeup
Well,
on.
the clown Overton window has surely been shifting away from clowns since like what the early 2000s because you used to have like ICP like
Mhm.
people doing like juggalo makeup and shit. And there was also that year, when was it like 2016 or 2017? I don't know if you guys had it in America, but over here we just had people like dressing up as clowns and like chasing people
No, that
down the
was a
street.
thing. Yeah.
Was that real? I thought that was made
Yeah,
up.
I
it
mean, they
was
weren't
weird.
real serial killers, but they were people dressing
No,
up as
yeah.
clowns
It,
pretending to
I
be.
don't think there were like murders. It was just people like dressing up as clowns and trying to like scare people.
That's pretty
And
funny though.
everyone seems to think that it was actually just like mass delusion, but I distinctly remember it happening.
Well, but, um,
That was a little
I
bit before like the Trump era. People would like dress up as clowns and
Yeah,
like just
oh,
like do it as normal.
I remembered people talking about it. It just didn't sound real.
it does definitely sound like the kind of shit where it's like, that's made up. That didn't happen to anyone.
Maybe there was like one guy in one place who dressed up as a clown just to scare people, but like I would like run at people, but did it really happen like as a recurring incident?
There's a Wikipedia page for it titled 2016 Clown Sightings. The
Uh,
2016 clown sightings were reports of people disguised as evil clowns in incongruous settings, such as near forests and schools. The incidents were reported in the United
I
States,
actually don't
Canada,
think that's
Australia, the
incongruous. I
United
think that's
Kingdom,
congruous.
and
That makes sense
subsequently
as
in
a
other
place for
countries
a
and
person dressed up as
territories
a clown to
starting
be.
August 2016.
Wait, but they were a marketing stunt for a horror film.
Wait,
And
really?
yeah, the sightings were first reported in Green Bay, Wisconsin, in what turned out to be a marketing stunt for a horror film, but
Well, it
then
might have
later,
started as that, and
That's
then I
so
think maybe
fucking
people took
dumb.
it a little.
yeah, but that's crazy that it wasn't real to begin with.
Wait. I just scrolled further down the Wikipedia page and there's a subsection titled Threatened Clown Purge and Aftermath.
What?
By 25th of October 2016, several news outlets reported on an alleged clown initiated purge or attack, which supposedly was to take place on Halloween Eve of 2016. While there were no widespread purge attacks as threatened, a family from Florida was attacked on 31st of October 2016 by a group of approximately 20 people in clown masks. No arrests were made.
That's
20 people. Imagine
crazy.
20 people in clown masks just breaking into your house and fucking you up.
20 people
20 people. That's
20 people just
insane.
attacked a family and then are living their lives like they didn't get caught,
Yeah.
like nothing. They're just
Imagine you like fucking chilling at home. You had a long day at work. You fucking come home. There's like trick or treaters you have to fucking put up with. You finally go to bed, and then 20 fucking clowns run up in your house and just start fucking wailing on you.
that's crazy.
20 clowns.
Remember when the purge was like a super big thing? That was like
Yeah.
a huge cultural thing, like the purge movies. It's like, what would
Mhm.
you do in the purge?
Yeah. What would you do
It
in the purge?
it's gonna come back because Donald Trump is gonna instate
Yeah.
a real purge.
Didn't they have like a whole Purge movie that was just about like how Trump is like libad?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe the purge just like tapped into the American psyche because the average American just wants to go out and kill people and then either claim it was
I mean, yeah.
self-defense. Okay, there are two types of Americans. Americans who want to go out and like kill people in cold blood for a sport, and then the other type of Americans who want to do that exact thing but claim it was in self-defense.
I'm
That's like
trying
what most
I'm trying to
Americans want to
find
do, just like mow down other humans like it's Nazi zombies or whatever and just claim it's self-defense.
Is that
I'm
really most Americans? Or do you have
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
are
I'm
you one
still
of
trying to
them?
find a picture of 20
Um,
people just so that I can say like this is how many people would be running in your house. Fucking
it's a
imagine that,
lot.
an entire circus.
Wait, Morgan, you can't dodge the question. Are you one of those people?
Uh, no, I'd probably want them to fight back in some capacity.
Oh,
It
okay,
would
yeah.
be
What
fun, like,
You
just
want it to be a
executing
challenge.
civilians.
what would you do in a purge?
Me?
Yeah.
I'd hide in a basement with
You
a
would probably
shotgun.
you would have gay sex.
Well, you can
Listen,
have
that
gay
that
sex at any
I
time.
think I
But
think when the
you
Purge
would
movie came
specifically
out, gay
wait.
sex is still illegal in some
Yeah.
states.
Is that true? I feel like that can't be true.
I think it is, 'cause, like, in Mississippi.
It was illegal to have gay sex in
The
Mississippi.
Anna suddenly finding
Yeah.
out
And
about what
they're
was
gonna
going on
bring it
before
back.
2015.
They're gonna bring it back.
Yeah, and the Purge came out
Gay
in
sex being illegal,
2013.
and then the purge will be popular again.
Obergefell
All the
versus
gay
Hodges
people
was,
will be
like,
like, "Well, what
2015.
are you gonna do when the purge happens?" And everyone's gonna be like, "I mean, I'd like, I don't know, I'd rob a bank or something, or like attack a politician or something, because they want some excuse that they can use to cover up what they would actually do, which is go and have gay sex in bathrooms, in public bathrooms,
So true, so true.
state-funded gay sex."
I believe it. What do you guys think about speaking of the Purge, what do you guys think about the Daniel Penny situation?
Who is Daniel Penny?
Oh, the guy who choked out Jordan Neely on the subway a
Who's
year or two
Jordan
ago?
Bailey?
The guy, the Michael Jackson impersonator who got choked out on the subway?
Well, at least I don't have to ask who Michael Jackson is. That would be a
Yeah,
little
yeah, thank
embarrassing.
goodness.
Okay, I found a picture of 20 people. Imagine this many people dressed as clowns
Yeah,
coming
we
Well, they
into
were
know.
my
only
house.
I
in
know how to
clown
count to 20,
masks.
Bagel.
No, I know, but just to visualize it, imagine this many
I
people.
can I know how to visualize shit, okay? I'm not
Okay,
Yeah,
I
retarded.
can't.
Morgan has a powerful mind's eye.
Yeah, exactly.
I see, I can't. I am unable to fathom any number that's higher than
Can you
like
not rotate like 20 apples in your mind?
I can rotate a single apple. I don't know about multiple apples.
Yeah,
I
if you
haven't
try to
tried it
do
before.
two, you just crash.
Well, do they have to rotate in the same direction, or are they going in like opposite directions? And are they going at the same
What are we
speed?
doing here, folks? What
There's too many variables.
We're, I guess we're apple scaling.
Yeah,
You're riffing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you think he's innocent or guilty?
There's literally footage of him doing it. What the fuck are you talking about?
Doing
Oh, well,
what?
is he guilty of manslaughter?
Yes,
Manslaughtering who?
The fuck
Jordan Neely.
Michael Jackson.
Well, I don't think Michael. Wait, I don't remember
Do
how
you guys
Michael
think
Jackson
Michael
died.
Jackson did it?
I thought that
You know
that he
what my
didn't
take
do it.
is? You know what my take is?
What?
I don't think he did it, and i.e., he probably did not have what would be considered like traditional sex with minors. But even still, like if you're cuddling like a child who's 9 years old in bed, like that's way past okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he do? Is that confirmed?
Yeah, he would like sleep in the same
Yeah.
bed as like kids.
That is strange.
But also, I'm still not gonna stop listening to Off the Wall. Like, sorry,
No,
liberals, but
it's crazy because he is like one of the best like musical artists
yeah,
of the past like 50 years. But he's also pretty much undeniably a pedophile, or was undeniably a
yeah,
pedophile. And there's not even like the whole fucking oh, it's actually a phobophilia. No, he was a pedophile. They were like prepubescent children.
yeah. Also, like adopting kids is kind of like it's kind of like not saying like all people who like adopt kids are but like
I don't follow.
Never mind.
I'm just letting you just continue digging this hole. I want to see where it goes.
Yeah, you're just trying to bait me into canceling myself.
Well, yeah,
Hmm.
that
The other day
and
I was
and getting
watching
you to admit.
the other day I was watching Battle Royale, and Battle Royale, the 2000 film where the Japanese high schoolers kill each other, right?
Oh, Fortnite.
Yeah, exactly, Fortnite Battle Royale. So I was watching the movie, and they feature an Austrian marching song that's like a famous piece of classical music. It's called like Radetzky March, and I tried looking it up, but I must have like fucked up the name of the song, and like I got like a German marching song from like World War II, and I'm like, oh, this isn't good. I can't have this on my Spotify.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Yeah,
You can't listen to that. I've
yeah.
got a question though.
Hmm.
Were you able to find the it subtitled?
Yes, yes, I was able to find it subtitled.
How
Yeah.
how hard was it? 'Cause
I had to make my roommate torrent it because she has Plex. So
that's awesome.
yeah,
I've got Flex is so fire.
yeah.
I've been watching The Sopranos.
The Sopran. Wait, Bagel, have you seen The Sopranos?
I've still never watched it. No, I've seen
Mm.
like clips of it.
Oh, you have to. You have to like get a VPN and like a free trial of
I can
HBO Max and
just
just binge
fucking
it.
pirate it. Why would I pay for shit?
I said free trial, or you can pirate it.
Yeah.
Just
Why would you pirate? Oh, sorry. Why would you not pirate anything that you're consuming? Like,
I don't pay for anything, but I will use a free trial.
I mean, if you want to support like something that might need support, like I think that's
Hmm.
understandable.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, you need to watch
I
The Sopranos, Bagel.
exclusively watch slop. I don't watch prestige TV.
well, you
I
can just
watch.
that's the thing with prestige TV. You can treat it like slop if you really want.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch The Sopranos. I'm actually gonna watch like 6,000 20-second Sopranos clips on TikTok.
I
There's definitely one TikTok account that just has the entire series of The Sopranos just uploaded in bite-sized TikToks.
and there's probably 500 people who have watched all of The Sopranos like that.
It's like episode 9400. Chris throws a brick at a Lebanese waiter and then causes him to have a
Does that
stroke.
happen?
Yeah. Oh, that
That's
might be
really
one of
funny.
my more favorite scenes from The Sopranos.
I don't think I've seen that one yet.
Oh yeah, well you'd have to watch the show.
Well, I am watching it. I started it very recently. I'm liking it, but it's
No,
it's
yeah,
overhyped. At least
no, it's not overhyped. It's not overhyped at all.
it is. Well, okay. I'm only on season 2. Does it get better?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Like once it hits
Okay,
like season 3 like is good, but like once it hits season 4 it goes beast mode.
gotcha. Okay,
Hmm.
then I will reserve my judgment.
Yeah. Also, Bagel, it seems like if you watch The Sopranos, you would never shut up about it. You seem like that type of person.
You'd always be talking
I
about Gabagool.
Yeah.
nah. I mean, I like make jokes about the shit that I watch, but I don't like
Yeah,
talk
you'd
about
never stop like
anything.
riffing on it. There'd be like this is what Polly would do if he was a gay transsexual, and you would do like a shitty impression.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't do impressions, but yeah.
Okay.
One of the big things that I've been doing is I guess like a running joke on Twitter,
Yeah.
because
And
I've
what's
been
this running
watching
joke?
Dexter, is if instead of Dexter, his name was Sexter, and instead of murdering people, he had gay sex with them, which is, you know, pretty par for the course in terms of just incredibly lowbrow, like not funny bits.
Yeah.
But you just keep it going long enough, and people kind of buy into it.
That's awesome.
That's kind of my whole like style of my whole like
Wait,
sense
were
of
we
humor.
talking
It's
about
just
Dexter earlier, Bagel?
stupid bits just going on forever. Maybe. I
I
don't
feel
know.
like I was talking to someone who was telling me they were watching Dexter, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't you.
The only
I
Dexter
don't
I
know.
know about is Jetster Dexter.
Okay, no, you
Sorry.
did tell me you were watching Dexter. Yeah, like Dexter's
You ever seen
Laboratory.
the
No, like
these
Jetster Dexter from Attack of the Clones.
Oh my god.
The guy who runs the 50s diner on
I hate
Coruscant.
that I know who you're talking about. When fucking in the first Lego Star Wars game, like his diner is like the hub, and he's like floating around, and he gives Obi-Wan Kenobi like tips on where to find someone.
Yeah, yeah.
oh
Obi-Wan
yeah.
Kenobi, he brings him the Kaminoan poisonous dart that Jango
Oh
Fett uses
my
on Zam
goodness.
Wesell, and then
Is he meant to be Italian?
I don't know. Well, he's like a alien, so I don't know. George Lucas has a very creative mind.
I think they call that autism.
Well, good for
I
him.
think nowadays I think that they would call that autism.
The world would
I'm
be
going
worse off
purely off.
without
I'm going purely off appearance here. That man is definitely Italian.
Who?
Well, Dexter Jetster.
Yeah.
That's that's anti-Italian discrimination.
It
This is
actually is.
this is the most Italian alien I've ever seen in my life.
That's not true.
Well, you've seen Mario.
Have you seen
Is
that
he an
bit where
alien?
like people there's that one frame of The Sopranos that looks exactly like that one frame from Attack of the Clones, and they
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and then people like intersplice them together, and then they get AI to like recreate a scene where Vito from The Sopranos is like going around at the fucking like Coliseum battle at the end of the movie.
No, but I really need to see the image that's like the same. Is
Uh, Vito Attack of the Clones. That's like one of the
You know
first things that
the
like
bit
come up.
where the bit where he's in that like gay club in all that like leather daddy shit, and someone finds him and he's like, "What? It's a joke." That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's kind of like you.
There's a scene from like The Sopranos where Vito like shows back up to Tony. He's like, "Tony, I can get a doctor's note. Tell him like
Oh yeah,
I was
yeah.
just sick. I was just sick. That's all." And Tony's like a doctor's note telling you you don't actually like suck cock or whatever.
Yeah.
That show's
And
so
then
good.
there's the bit in Tony's therapy where he's just like, uh,
Look like
"Yeah,
a
so
Puerto
this guy's
Rican
fucking
fool.
gay," and
Yeah,
then the therapist is like, "Is I don't even fucking remember how it goes, but I
he's a
remember the way that
fag.
he says he's a fag."
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just the most like
Yeah,
musical theater way of calling someone a slur.
yeah, yeah. It's funny how like Tony like The Sopranos is a very left wing show if you have media literacy, but also a shit ton of right wing people. They look at the show and they're like, "Oh, Tony Soprano is a Sigma male. He's like the show is actually like a right wing metaphor. It's like the creators were unaware of this, but it actually depicts like truths that right wingers know to be true, which is really
Sigma
funny.
Sigma male panic attacks. That's a very
Yeah,
funny
exactly.
concept.
Yeah, yeah, exact. Yeah, Sigma panic attacks. He gets, he gets a panic attack from the fucking Uncle Ben's rice because he's racist.
Wait, yeah, that does happen.
That show is
That's
so fucking good.
crazy.
Is there any like context for that, or is it literally just he's in the
His
fucking store and he
his
sees?
girlfriend is
Well,
dating
if
a black kid, and he's sorry, his daughter is dating a black kid, and then
Oh
like
yeah,
he kicks him out of the house, and then he goes to like get some gabagool and opens up the fucking pantry and sees Uncle Ben's rice, and then like faints immediately.
that's really funny.
Yeah,
just just walking down the street and you'd see a black guy and immediately faint.
yeah. That's what H.P. Lovecraft used to be about, but for like Italians and
Yeah,
Irish
yeah.
people. He's like, this is truly like a cogito hazard. Knowing about the existence of Italian Americans.
The swarthy invaders are a cogito hazard.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy how many of his story, how much of a reputation he has for being like this cosmic horror guy, where he was like writing about like these otherworldly entities that are like
yeah.
doing all this shit behind the
It's
scenes
all
that's
like
just
just an allegory for
incomprehensible
like
to us.
Italian Americans.
Literally, you read anything he wrote, and it's just like, the fucking, the fucking Mexicans, the Japs, they're all fucking, they're plotting, they're doing these weird dances around fucking totem poles.
So true. So true.
Also, I do want to
Yeah.
say the like fish people in uh what's it called? Shadow over Innsmouth. That's literally just what most people in England are like.
Yeah.
That's
Fish people.
that's
People in
that's just
England have gills.
that's just English people who emigrated to Massachusetts.
Yeah. True.
Is there a Massachusetts in England? Because like they have a lot of places
No,
in.
it's a Native American name.
Okay.
There is a Boston somewhere here, I
Well,
think.
there's
I
Yeah,
like
think there's also a Boston in
but
Ireland.
you're right. Every place in New England is either named after a place in England or it's like a Native American name. So
Mhm.
Well, yeah, because it's New England.
yeah,
Exactly. Mm. Massachusetts is so fire. I visited there like 3
yeah.
times.
It's expensive as shit though.
Yeah.
Philly is kind of like Massachusetts if it was poor.
I love $20
If it was
bowls of ramen.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I like the like Matt Damon, Casey Affleck, and Ben Affleck films where it's usually either just like one of them or two of them, but they like rotate who it is, and they just
Yeah,
make films that are just about guys from Boston.
yeah,
That's all it is. The whole concept of the movie is just they're from Boston.
yeah. I watched Manchester by the Sea, like not too long ago,
Banger.
like a year ago, and I'm not sure if it was a banger. It was just like sadness porn. It
Well,
was like
that's
okay,
just
we we gave this guy the saddest thing to ever experience. Let's give him another sad experience. It's like his wife, no, not his wife. It's like his kid dies, his brother dies, like his dad, like everyone is fucking dying, and like it's all his fault. It's almost like comical and
yeah, because
like this
you're
carnival of
incapable of
sadness
empathy.
inflicted on him. Um, maybe. It's really funny that his house burns down because he's like blackout drunk and like walking to CVS or like the liquor store.
Yeah, he's literally just walking
Yeah.
to like a petrol station to
Hmm.
get beer.
Yeah. That's so awesome.
The movie Matt Damon and Casey Affleck did last year, or no, this year, The Instigators was decent, and
I
it's
didn't
Are you
literally
like
I
just
a
didn't
fucking like Matt Damon groupie, like a Ben Affleck groupie?
not even. I just like when Matt Damon just plays like he's really good at like comedy. I think he's underutilized. He usually
Yeah,
plays really
maybe.
serious shit like fucking what's his name? Jason Bourne, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
But when he's just like, because The Instigators it's a dumb movie. It's not really like well thought out. It's kind of just
I don't
like
know what movie you're talking about.
it came out earlier this year in like August, I think.
Yeah.
And it's basically like there's a heist at the start of the movie, and then the rest of the movie is just them trying to like escape the cops. And the whole concept of the movie is basically just they're extremely like Boston guys,
Yeah.
just
Do you
talking in
remember the
incredibly
movie
awkward
Patriots Day?
I haven't seen it, no.
It's the
That's
fucking
the
Mark
Boston
Wahlberg.
bombing one,
Yeah,
right?
it's the
Yeah.
fucking Mark Wahlberg movie about
Oh my god,
yeah.
Mark Wahlberg, I fucking love.
Wait, is
Yeah.
it a movie about how he could totally have stopped
Yeah,
9/11?
yeah.
They need to make
Yeah,
that movie.
but
Wait,
instead the Boston bombing.
gotcha.
Yeah. Alright, let me post the Korean poster from Patriots Day.
Wasn't it released as just Boston in Israel or somewhere else? I I
That would be
remember
really funny.
I remember them talking about it on Come Town. That's the only reason that I know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Mark Wahlberg, like, isn't that how he got famous? Like throwing like bricks at Vietnamese teenagers and like permanently blinding them
Is
Yeah,
and
that
calling them
true?
slurs.
that's
Yeah.
that's on his
Crazy.
Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah. Uh
Isn't he also like still fairly racist?
oh yeah, like
I don't
that's
think
not
he ever
something that you can
stopped.
purge from your personality. It's just like once you are, you are. Um
Where's the fucking oh, it's probably under legal issues.
yeah. I control F fucking
Yeah.
Vietnam. Yeah. Um He assaulted a middle-aged Vietnamese American man on the street, calling him Vietnam fucking shit and knocking him unconscious with a large wooden stick. Like,
He's so
wait, no way.
Boston.
Later in the same day, he attacked another Vietnamese American, punching him in the eye.
That's crazy.
He was on PCP.
When he was arrested and returned to the scene of the first assault, he told police officers, "I'll tell you now, that's the motherfucker whose heads I split open."
Didn't he go to jail?
Yeah,
He was arrested
Wahlberg
for
made
attempted
numerous
murder.
unsolicited racial statements about, I can't say that, and also I can't say that either. He was
Oh.
initially arrested for attempted murder. Um,
He
How
only
long was
served
he
45 days.
Mark Wahlberg believed he had left the second victim permanently blind in one eye. Although that's not true, he lost his eye in the Vietnam War while serving in the South Vietnamese Army. That's awesome. Oh, it's okay.
This is just a Wikipedia podcast now.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's how you have to do it. That's what the people pay us like good money for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
read Wikipedia. Do you actually get paid for this?
No.
No.
No, I hope not.
No, I haven't
Okay,
monetized it.
wow. You hate us, Bagel. You don't want us to get
Well,
our bag?
if you guys are making money off something this low effort, I should be.
Oh, no, you're paying
I
us.
need I need to get on
We
that
could
house.
probably like monetize it by like being significantly more like slutty because that's what like people like, and also
Just
like
do some drugs.
Well,
booking like higher clout guests, but also like fuck that. I want to talk to Bagel.
how would we even be sluttier? Like, I could be wearing nothing right now, and it wouldn't make a
Oh,
difference.
just talk about like the times like I don't know, like the times we ate ass or whatever, or like our
Oh,
friends like had sex in
Yeah,
the back of
talk
our cars
talk about
or
that. This is the
well,
start of the
the
podcast.
the time
Pivoting.
when I was in a room with like 6 people all making out while I was just sitting on a couch.
that's awesome.
It was not
Do you want to tell your
awesome.
story first, or do you want me to go first?
I can go first.
Okay, you can go
Um,
first.
it was a bunch of people, um, who that like they were several coupled people, but they weren't the couples were mixed up, you know.
Yeah.
Um, I don't really have that much to say except that it was very uncomfortable and I was on ketamine and I was just sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I wish I had ketamine right now.
Me too. I've only done it twice and both times weren't very great.
Yeah.
Well, the drug was great. It's just,
Yeah.
you know,
I was about to fucking jump in. I was about to defend ketamine.
no,
Yeah.
it's a
It
wonderful
is.
it,
It's great. I
it's a
love it.
wonderful feeling, but it's just, in a room with 6 people making out is just it's not the
Not
vibe.
the- Why would you make out on ketamine? That's like probably the worst drug you could make out on.
Well, I don't know
What's the
if they
best
were
drug you can make it out on then?
MDMA.
Are you sure
Which,
about that?
speaking of, I've been doing a lot of that recently.
Mm-hmm.
MDMA, not
alcohol and
making out with
weed
people.
have to be up there. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
There's no
I'd say
way
probably alcohol.
I feel like kissing on ketamine probably has to go crazy. That doesn't sound right
Yeah.
that it wouldn't.
I don't know. I feel like that's surely ketamine would do the exact opposite of what you would want for like making out, because it's a
What?
dissociative. It like makes you retreat into your mind.
Yeah. Um, I've been getting into perks lately.
Oh,
Mm.
like you've been leveling up and getting new like perks?
Uh, yes, like Juggernog, like or whatever.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Hmm.
What's the latest unlock you got?
It just makes you feel like you're really warm and comfortable in like a warm bathtub.
Oh, nice. The
Uh,
plus
you know,
warmth.
you know that clip where like John Travolta is talking about how Quentin Tarantino prepared him for his role in Pulp Fiction? He's like, so you have to get like really relaxed and get into a warm bathtub. You know that? Like that's what it feels like.
Mm,
Mm. Not like literally a bathtub, but the feeling you get from a like a warm bathtub.
gotcha.
Hmm.
It's crazy that Quentin Tarantino watched Joker 2 in Tel Aviv.
I swear to God, like Israel has to stop being like an ethno state for fucking pedophiles. It's like, hey, we got Kevin Spacey. It's like
Is
the army stages like a full blown revolt because they're not allowed to have sex with, they're not allowed to rape like Palestinian like 12-year-old boys.
Wait, is Quentin Tarantino a pedophile? I
No,
thought he just
he's
like
just a
he
freak. He's just a freak, I think.
okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
Speaking of
better.
pedophiles, have you guys seen the video of Destiny sucking Nick Fuentes' dick?
I have
Okay,
not
okay,
seen the
okay,
video.
okay. My roommate has reported back to me and says it is not Nick Fuentes.
Okay.
She has watched the video and like done forensics on it. It's not Nick Fuentes.
Done
Okay.
forensics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's code
I
for
That's what
get
we were
her on
talking
the
about on like
podcast. I want to
Thanksgiving
hear
or
about
whatever.
this.
I was like,
that was your Thanksgiving
yeah,
conversation?
mm, yeah,
Nick That's
yeah.
funny. But it is Destiny, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's definitely Destiny. I mean, when it came out,
there's
Destiny was like the video of like Destiny addressing the claims. He's so fucking smug and like so elated that like his private sex videos are now leaked onto the internet.
He like gets off to it.
Absolutely, absolutely, 100%, 100%.
yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all.
I've heard from people who have met Destiny that he smells like insanely bad.
Oh, he would have to. I mean, look at him. Like,
Mhm.
first of all, he looks like that. Second of all, he acts like that.
Yeah,
Third of all, he's Polly. He's gonna smell like a fucking like
yeah.
trash heap.
And also, maybe this is like a controversial opinion, but when you have like 20 million people sucking your dick for doing the bare minimum, it gives you like no incentive to improve yourself. It's
Yeah.
kind of like
Well,
Asmongold
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is
It's
he
like, oh,
normal now?
I could confront the problems with myself and my personality. Or I could go live stream and get my dick sucked by 20,000 people each day. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That would be pretty. That must be a nice lifestyle.
Well, no, because then you're fucking trapped in that. And that's like,
Yeah, but you're too dug in to give a fuck. You would just
maybe.
log on to the fucking like compliment machine.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right, you guys
Yeah.
take over for a minute. I gotta do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bagel has to do a what do they call it? Like a micro goon or like a flash goon. What's the tech you've seen on Twitter? It's like
Stuttergoon. I
yeah,
don't.
it's like that. It's like a rapid fire goon or
Yeah.
yeah.
I get it, you know. We're all gooners here. This is the Gooner
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, it's funny how there was a post and it was like gooning is socially taboo, but also is semen retention and no fap. So ideally there exists like there's like a platonic ideal of like
Yeah.
the most noble like amount you should jack off.
And now the question is, what is that
Yeah.
amount?
Hmm.
Is
I
it
would like to
is it
address
once
the
daily?
allegations against me. I
I'd
have
probably
never
say it's
gooned
like
in my life.
okay.
Well, you're missing out, buddy.
I'd probably say it's probably like a seven. It's probably like 7 days.
7 days?
Yeah, because then like it's like do you jack off every week? But it's like no. But it's like do you jack off like once every 2 weeks? It's like well no. So that's like a good like I
That
think
sounds
that's I think
low.
that's I for you maybe I don't know.
Well, I don't mean like,
No, it's different for us.
yeah.
Uh,
I don't know.
yeah,
I think
it's different for people like us.
there's a healthy spectrum, you know, that you can.
Yeah.
There's a
Mhm.
range of normal value that you
Yeah.
can. Maybe if you like gooned, but only gooned once a week, you know, that's still chill.
Yeah.
If I was British, I would definitely be an Arsenal's fan, so I could call
Yeah, so
myself
you
a
could call
gooner.
it yeah, you could call yeah.
Yeah.
Being British must be like so awesome. Just being unemployed, like waking up at like uh no. Here's my day as the average British person. Okay, you wake up at like 6 a.m. Right? No. Okay, yeah. No, you're already awake by like 6 a.m. You're like, oh, I'm gonna wait till 8 o'clock so I can go to my corner store and get like my slop. So you wait until like 8 or like 9 o'clock, and then you go and you get like your sausage rolls, your monster from Spar, right? And then you come back to your house and you just spend it like shit posting, like waiting for the Americans to wake up, like informing them of like all the day's events. And you're
Mm.
unemployed, you're on the dole, so you're just collecting money. And then and your British money is fake, so you don't really pay that much for rent, and you just like chill
That's
and just
you,
like
you
hang out
could not
and
be more wrong about that bit.
Okay, but you
uh
forgot the part where you get carded for the monster.
oh
You do
yeah,
get
that's
carded for
true. That's
Monster.
that's true. Yeah. And then you like take a nap at like 10 a.m. and you wake up again at like 4 p.m. and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go hit up the bar. And you just go to the bar and you just drink pints like until like 9 p.m. and then you come back and you take another nap and you wake up at 11 p.m. and then you just spend the rest of your night like on your computer like shit posting, like teasing Americans, like yeah. That's how it is, right?
Yeah,
That's
that's pretty
that's what you
accurate.
would do?
Yeah, that's what I would do, yeah.
Uh,
That's
it
what I
sounds
would've did. That's
like
what
a
I would've done.
that clip is so funny of the professional
Yeah.
hitman. The I see why they call this game Assassination 3.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would keep that in a video, like,
Yeah.
you messing up the title of the game.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
I have been asked to say "Go Lions" on this
No,
podcast.
no, Detroit Lions, fuck you. Fly Eagles fly.
No, "Go
I don't know
Lions."
I don't even
I
know is that like,
1 second, I'll come, give me a second, I'll come back.
I vaguely know that it's a football team.
oh,
I
I was gonna
I didn't really give a shit until I found out that Morgan presumably supports the opposing team, and now I'm Lions ride or die.
gotcha.
Lions till the day that I am put in the ground and I'm eaten by worms.
So you define yourself as the antithesis of an enemy,
I I just hate Morgan.
but doesn't that uh, but doesn't that make you an inverted reflection?
No, that's not how it works. Because I have my own autonomy, but
But it
I use that autonomy to make the choice to just do whatever is in opposition to that
but if
treacherous fruit.
but the opposition is defined by somebody else. So you're what you're aligning yourself with is the whims of not you.
No, because it's still an act of affirming my own will. It's not something that is purely negatively defined. I am doing something and asserting my own will towards another person, yes, but that is what essentially all actions are. All actions are
Did you
towards
just call me
the
a
world.
fucking lecherous fruit?
I said
I
treacherous fruit.
Treacherous fruit? Oh my god.
Yes. I mean,
We're gonna dispose of you.
probably
We're
lecherous
gonna
as well.
put you in the well.
cards
Come fucking try it.
We're gonna feed you to the Chinese meat-eating
Come
crabs.
fucking try it and see what happens.
Also, you wish you were a reflection of me, bitch.
Yeah, I bet you'd fucking like that, wouldn't you?
Uh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
You would like it
Yeah.
if she was a reflection of you?
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
would.
teasing her. No, we're very different people.
Yeah. Well,
But
that's why I said,
speaking
Yeah.
of the speaking of football teams, I am from like central Pennsylvania, so it's kind of like a toss up between the Steelers and Eagles of which you support. I would say most people support the Steelers, but when I was like a kid growing up, the Steelers were just like having a generational like run and winning every fucking Super Bowl. So they're kind of boring to me. And also, my best friend growing up was like a huge Eagles fan. So I like um like my platonic affection for him kind of leads me into like being like an Eagles stan.
mhm.
hmm And also if the Eagles win the Super Bowl, like Philly will be lit on fire, and like everyone will go around like just like going crazy, and that would be very amazing to me.
Yeah, I don't have any opinions on
Nick Fuentes kind of looks like my brother.
I was gonna say
Like that's the
he
exact
kind of
look
looks
my
like you.
brother. That's the exact look my brother would like shoot me before he threw like a battery at my head.
he looks like a
Yeah,
Minecraft YouTuber.
he does. He does. He has the same dead gay eyes as Morgan.
Not true.
Yeah,
Also,
it's
you
true.
don't even know what I look like, so
I've seen numerous pictures of you looking like a complete fruit.
Okay.
Yeah. But as a result, I know what your eyes look like, and they have that same, like, dead-eyed homosexual gaze in them.
True. Maybe.
I was told one time on a dating app I have the eyes of a Victorian child denied their gruel.
Mm.
That's so awesome.
I did not reply to the person who said that because
No, you should. That's so fucking funny.
it's not. They didn't come up with that shit. That's some shit on Twitter that they saw before and regurgitated.
No, that's awesome.
That's cope.
No, it's awesome. A sea turtle washed up on the beach in Dublin.
There's a beach in Dublin.
Yeah, it's on the coast.
I didn't know we had a coast.
Not Ohio.
Oh, there's a different Dublin?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Hmm.
I knew that. I was
Yeah, you did
freaking
know that?
yeah. Not the beach part.
Yeah.
There's a bag somewhere, like a canvas bag in this house that says like Surf Ohio with a
Yeah.
picture of a surfboard. And it's supposed to be
Yeah.
funny because
Yeah.
we're not a coastal state.
Hmm. Don't you have like a Great Lake though?
I think we like share one. I don't know.
It's
Oh.
only a pretty good lake.
Yeah, you have fucking Lake Erie. Good dumb
What?
shit. Yeah, you have Lake Erie.
I thought that was in Scotland. Isn't that
Oh my
where
goodness. What are we doing here?
isn't that where um the Loch Ness monster is?
No,
Where the hell is the Loch Ness monster then?
it's in Scotland.
Well,
It's
yeah, but the
in
one
Loch
lake.
Ness.
It's in Loch Ness.
It's just called Loch Ness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, then they should give the monster a cooler name.
and Nessie.
That's true.
I've been watching firearms videos on YouTube recently. That's what I've been into.
Did you say Fire Emblem or Firearm?
Firearms, like guns.
Don't care.
Don't care.
Sorry.
I don't care like 11 months out of 12, but every once in a while I'll be like, oh. It's probably because I've been playing Call of Duty Black Ops and I'm like I want to know which guns are like are the cool ones and which ones are like the gay ones that like jam and are made by like um people who are
Yeah.
not so smart. Yeah.
Would you use does your usage in Call of Duty is it affected by your knowledge of the real world gun?
Uh, maybe a little bit. There is one gun in Call of Duty Black Ops that's like really stupid. It like sucks. It's Time to Kill of the assault rifles is really bad. It's the British service rifle that was used in like the 90s. It's like the bullpup service rifle. It's like the L81 or something.
But you use it anyways?
I don't use it. I was going to use it because I like bullpup designs, like aesthetically, but it sucks.
Yeah, I loved the bullpup gun in GTA 5
Yeah.
online.
Hmm. Yeah.
What's your guys' favorite epic rap battle of history?
I like the one
Uh,
where I like the Adolf Hitler versus Darth
I
Vader, where
was
he's like
gonna I
he's
was
like
gonna
so excited to say that he's Adolf Hitler. He's like, I'm Adolf Hitler.
I
He
was gonna
does
say the
go
same
fucking
one.
crazy on that.
It's a known fact. Also, dope on see Mike. You couldn't say that nowadays. If you said like if you say that on like Twitter, you get banned.
I mean,
That's for that epic
I
rap
don't
battle
think
of
you could
History
do that
64?
video anymore, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well, no, but no, they made Hitler lose, so it's okay.
Hmm.
They didn't make
I
him
think
lose.
Hitler should have beat Darth Vader.
What? Why?
Because in 2,000 years, people won't know who Darth Vader is, but they'll still know who Adolf
That,
Hitler is.
that's not true.
It'll be the other way
What, you
around.
think they'll know? You think Darth
Yes.
Vader will succeed Hitler in
The Disney
longevity?
Corporation will live forever.
Well, I don't know about all that, but people will know about Star Wars because that's eternal. That's a diamond right there.
So was World War II.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it has points for being history, so it'll probably be remembered. But like, you know, it's less impressive for history to be remembered. That's his job.
Well, maybe. I mean, you could. We're arguing about how much is something going to be remembered, not how impressive it is.
Well, but I mean that's true, but I mean it's easier for history because that they got historians for that.
Right. Did you see Nick Fuentes got arrested?
What for?
Yeah,
Gay sex?
I think battery and assault because that woman showed up on his doorstep and he
yeah, for pepper spraying that woman.
yeah,
That's really funny.
and he was like, "Get the fuck out of my doorway," or like whatever. It's kind of funny
What a
how
fucking
he
mugshot.
retains like the Chicago accent from like 1920. Nick Fuentes. It's like you almost expect him to pull out like a Tommy gun or whatever and like start shooting at cops.
I don't know if I know what he sounds like.
You never heard Nick Fuentes speak? They've never put Nick Fuentes
He
clips on
he
your Twitter timeline?
I've
he
heard
basically sounds like Morgan, but a
I've,
little bit like
like what?
I don't know. There's something a little bit different, so it's not identical, but
Yeah.
they sound pretty
Mhm.
similar.
I've
Yeah.
heard his voice before, but it's been a while, like a long time, so I don't know.
Yeah.
He's just a bit less snarky, I think.
I think he's maybe more snarky.
Maybe he's got a bit more energy to his voice. You constantly sound bored and tired.
Not constantly.
Yeah. No, true.
There are times when you're excited, Morgan.
Oh, maybe. Are you excited for Christmas bagel?
Yeah, pretty much.
What do you want for
I got
Christmas?
honestly, I haven't given it much thought because we
Right.
have a free house over Christmas, so we're throwing a party, which is basically just
What do
going
you
to
mean
be
free house?
me doing. My parents aren't going to be home,
Ah,
so
can I come
we're going to
here?
have like a party, and it's. I'll be honest. Most of the reason I'm looking forward to it is just because we're going to do a shitload of edibles.
Yeah.
Can I come to your party?
Absolutely not. If you even set foot really anywhere within my vicinity, I
What?
will
Okay.
assault you.
What if Morgan showed up starving in the freezing cold?
Yeah.
I would curb stomp you.
Right. Like you have the capacity to do that. How tall are you, Bagel?
Well, you would be starving and
I know
freezing
Taekwondo,
and
okay?
frail. Okay.
Do you really know Taekwondo? I thought
Yes.
you like just started.
Yeah. I know enough of Taekwondo to put Bagel in her place. Also, I have to be careful about saying your name, Bagel, because my roommate might know who you are.
Who gives a fuck?
Does your roommate know you pod?
No.
Get
Nope.
your get your roommate on.
Oh, yeah, I might
Yeah.
have to. Maybe one day.
Get her to talk about the fucking Nick Fuentes video.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
can have
yeah.
an expert analysis.
Yeah.
Frame by frame breakdown. Have you seen the video? I've managed to avoid it.
I've seen one video, and it's of Destiny like in a fucking hot tub or like large
Yes.
warm
Oh, the
pool.
swimming pool video,
Yeah, and
yeah.
like swimming up and
Yeah.
like biting a grape from someone's hand, like some fucking
I'm fairly certain
like
it's confirmed that that
40-year-old
is Fuentes.
homosexual in like ancient Greece or like Rome.
I did see that one. Wait, that one is Nick Fuentes? That they definitely had
It's not
sex.
Nick Fuentes is not like straight up gay. He's like a chaser, okay? This has been established.
No,
Okay,
he
but
had that whole like cat
If it
boy
came
thing.
out like Nick Fuentes is like having sex with like an influential like fanboy or like trans woman, I'd be like, okay,
no,
100% that's real. But like him having sex with like a 40-year-old
Oh,
guy who
that's why
smells
you
bad
started this podcast.
for what?
So that you could get to Nick Fuentes.
I think if you hand feed Destiny food from a hot tub, you're at least like 10% gay minimum.
Yeah.
Like
For sure.
you can't go lower gayness than that. If you want to say he's only 10% gay, you could say that. But he's like there's no way.
Destiny?
No, Nick Fuentes.
Oh, Nick Fuentes.
If Nick Fuentes is the one who hand
Okay,
fed.
people honestly, this is okay. People have such bad gaydar, and I'm the only one with like good gaydar.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know enough
Like my
about Nick.
sister was like talking to me about Shawn Mendes, and like she was like, "Don't you think he's gay?" I'm like, "No, he's not gay. He's just Canadian."
I don't know who Shawn Mendes is.
That just sounds like your sister being retarded.
No, I'm the only person who's able to detect if someone is gay with like at least 75% accuracy.
Yeah. Wait, do you only have gay?
In the difficult cases, 75% accuracy. In the normal cases, I would say like 95.
Do you have like? Can you only detect gayness, or can you detect bisexuality?
That's a little bit harder because bisexuality isn't real.
Elaborate on that.
Um, this is coming from like the world's most bisexual person, but it's kind of a difficult case.
How so?
It's very rare that someone has like a complete 50-50 split.
Well, I would argue you
It's
don't have
more
to
like
have.
80-20 or like usually.
Well, but I mean, isn't that still? Does that
It's
not
more like
count?
80-20 in like 80% of cases you're like attracted to like women, and then 20% of cases like a man just specifically happens to be your type, so you're attracted to him.
Mm.
Mhm. Yep,
His
that's
dick is
fact.
probably trash as well.
Who?
Fuentes.
No one is talking about
Probably
Nick
like.
Fuentes except you.
What's your point?
Have you gotten any snow in England?
We did,
Didn't you
but
get
not where I
one?
live.
Yeah, the other week or so. Uh-huh. Like the other week, didn't you guys get some snow?
Yeah, but not where I live.
Oh,
We got a little snow here, but it wasn't like a notable amount.
yeah. We got like some like hail, like snow or whatever. But I was asleep. Bagel, if I came to the UK in spring, would you hang out?
I would probably attack you.
Are you?
So you would go to Spins with me.
No.
I don't get the bit that you're like.
I just hate Morgan.
Yeah, Bagel
Well,
has to
then,
pretend to hate
There's
me
not
for
there's not
yeah.
really a bit.
are
Mhm.
you like a tsundere? Like,
No, I just hate Morgan.
but then I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add
Wouldn't
up.
that give you an opportunity to fuck me over if,
Yeah,
yeah, wouldn't you want that to, you could poison my
That's too
drink or
much
whatever?
effort.
you could
What?
Yeah,
well, but what you
okay.
could do is you could say be like, "Morgan, okay, yes, you can visit me. Here's my address," and then give a random fake address, right?
Just a
And then
trap house.
Morgan's just stranded, and then you ghost, and like,
Yeah.
and then if you really actually hated Morgan, then
Yeah, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we might have a very special guest, uh, joining the recording. Okay, never mind.
all
Actually,
right,
that's not
cut that
true.
out.
Yeah, I'll have to cut that out.
Yeah,
I got baited by, I got baited.
you got faded. Let's go.
No, baited.
I heard.
Yeah.
I was being silly. I'm sorry. I know that's not okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Anybody else
Um,
really have to pee, or
you
is
can
it
go
just
pee.
Yeah,
This has
no.
been kind of like a long episode, but it's whatever. It's only like 5 PM.
okay? I'm gonna go pee.
It's 10 here,
Uh,
but I've been drinking a
yeah, I
lot of
know
coffee,
it's
so I'm
been,
probably
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
stay up
yeah.
pretty late.
Mhm. Yeah, I promised my roommate I'd play Smash Bros. So,
Who do you main?
Sephiroth or Ike or Quarren.
They got a Sephiroth now?
Yeah, they've had Sephiroth in the game for like two or I was gonna say 2 years, but that's not true at all. It's been like 4 or 5 years since he was put in the game.
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. I haven't
Yeah.
properly played it since like Brawl, so
Yeah. It's fun. Who do you mean? I ran out of mixer, so I'm just doing like shots. Also, you're probably the only guest we've had on that I've been drunk for like both episodes.
it doesn't really show.
Uh, yeah, because I'm the absolute unit, and I can like tank like shots
I
indefinitely.
think it's because you're faking it. You're trying to do it for clout, but you're not actually drinking.
No, if you go back through and you listen to the episode, you can hear me like pouring drinks like the entire time.
I
Morgan,
doubt it.
it's so endearing. You only play anime sword characters.
Uh, that's not true. I also like will play
No,
maybe
it's true. It's we used to play some, not a whole lot, but we played some, and you exclusively picked anime sword characters.
not true.
It is true, but
Fat
I love you for
fake
it. It's
news.
it's
But
true.
also that's probably just because like JRPG characters like
I mean, elaborate. What do you mean?
JRPGs are like the main genre of games I play, and those are probably the most included in Smash Bros. Like I could main Samus, but I don't play Metroid Prime games or Kirby, but I don't play platformers.
Well, you don't play any games, any of the other games represented in Smash?
Let's see.
You don't play any Pokemon? Yeah, I know you play a
I do
little
play
at least.
Pokemon.
Well, there's like 8 characters right there. I've never seen
Uh,
you I've never seen you lock in the Pichu.
uh, I played Mario games. I played Luigi games.
Luigi game. There's no such thing as Luigi games.
Luigi's
Luigi game,
Mansion.
that's a Mario game.
No, no, well, fine, whatever. I play as like Kazuya from Tekken sometimes.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
it's
fair.
basically fighting game characters and like RPG characters I play as.
Mhm.
Yeah. Dr. Pericles Abassi was on the news.
Who? Sometimes it seems like you're just making people up.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. Someone posted a screenshot of like a text snippet, and it was like Dr. Glubenschnorp and it's like Amy Mensch like had a get together. They rizzed each other up, and I'm like, who the fuck are these people? And I was like, I thought they were made up people to like do a joke or fuck with me, but they are real people. So
Yeah, that's how I feel a lot.
yeah. Well, also you and Paige are just like the unknowers. Like for someone like people who are specific like so online, it's crazy like how much like
Yeah, well, I didn't go to school, so that's probably part
yeah.
of it. That's my excuse.
I think Paige has gone to school and like or it's like a Bagel situation where Bagel knows exactly who the cops are coming for me. I don't know if he told you
Uh-oh.
that, but yeah.
I will feign ignorance very rarely, but it happens
It's like Bagel's
sometimes.
like gay shit that she doesn't know who Keir Starmer is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, someone has to at least try and do bits for the podcast.
Th- that would be funny, but I know someone who insists they do not know who fucking like Keir Starmer is. Someone who's actually brain dead and doesn't pay attention to English politics.
Well, that is mainly me. Like, I
Well,
don't.
I wouldn't
I
either.
stopped caring about England years ago.
Yeah. You're riding the tiger.
I don't
You're
know,
in
man.
Avola, you're riding the tiger. You decided the optimal way to ride the tiger was to do a gender transition.
I I I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's true.
I've never read Ebola.
Mhm.
I think the only I was gonna say the only fascist I've read is Heidegger, but I've read a single Mishima book and it was shit.
Yeah, yeah. Mission was awesome. Can we talk about Mishima for a second?
He's not. He's fucking gay.
He's like the Bud Dwyer of like Japanese reactionaries.
I don't
I don't
understand
know
why
who Bud
everyone
Dwyer
fucking
is.
Bud
toys
Dwyer
out
was
with
a
him.
Pennsylvanian politician who committed suicide live on TV.
I do know whom
He was like,
whom
"Wait, guys, like, hold up, stand back. I'm gonna kill." Okay, so he was accused of corruption charges of which he was totally not guilty, and he decided to kill himself on live TV. That's like the only thing Central Pennsylvania has going for it. It's like, we have Bud Dwyer, we have 3 Mile Island, we have Shane Gillis, all connected, by the way. Um, yeah,
yeah.
hmm yeah.
I do know who Mishima is, like, a little bit because he's a really gay Japanese guy.
Uh, yeah.
I don't
Is
understand why people like soy out over him. He's not a very good writer,
Have
and
have you have you
he's
read
just like
his books though?
I've read one of his books and I thought it was pretty shit.
Yeah. Have you seen the Paul Schrader movie about his life?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't great either.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also, people just
he
suck.
had like an
Also, people
interesting
just
life.
suck Japan off so much.
Yeah,
It's like people would be like, "Oh, we're totally like we're like I'm totally not a fascist," and then we'll be like sucking Japan off so much.
I mean, you can't really talk about people being fascists. Like,
huh?
Yeah, I can.
Morgan's not fascist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you Bagel, are you calling me a crypto-fascist live on air?
I mean, if the glove fucking fits.
Listen, okay? This is what I get for putting myself out there. This is what I get for, uh... This is what I get for emptying my heart.
This
Mhm.
is what you get for being too esoteric.
Yeah. Not even. This is what you get for being too exoteric. You get accused of being a crypto-fascist because your heart is too big and full of love.
Well, you were talking about like reading fucking Rene Guénon or something a while
Renee
ago.
Ganon. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not pronounce his fucking name right?
No, I
Did I
don't think
not
so.
pronounce your fascist daddy's name right?
You have to read the literature. You have to read
Why?
all the
I don't give a
literature.
shit about these
Not
gay
everyone.
Frenchmen LARPing as if they're saying anything
Renee
meaningful.
Ganon like converted to Islam, which is really funny. He's like,
That's
that's
actually
like
kind of based. Maybe I will
that's
read
like the
them.
proper way to deal with modernity. He's like, I'm gonna convert to
Yeah.
Islam. Yeah.
I mean, it is.
Mhm.
Like, Christianity is
Yeah. And
meaningless
also
as
Renee
fucking.
Ganon was like a supra fascist. He was like, we need to return to tradition. And it's like, okay, what is tradition, Renee Ganon? And you're like 1500. He's like, no, that's too woke. And you're like, okay, 1200 AD, and he's like, no, that's too woke. 600 AD, he's like, no, that's too woke. That's still the Kali Yuga. It's like, okay, fucking 2500 BC, and he's like, no, that's still woke. That's the Kali Yuga. And you're like, okay, when? And he's like, the primordial super age that existed in my fictional memory. It's like, okay, dude, okay. It's the same thing with like Julius Evola. He's like, we need to return to the tradition, and it's like, okay, but when? And he's like, uh, it's only existed in like my historical mindset, which actually didn't transpire.
Well, this is pretty much what like every reactionary does is they just
Yeah,
invent an idea of the past
yeah.
or like pick some arbitrary point. I was reading like an anarchist pamphlet a couple months ago that was like a critique of technology, uh, which incidentally wasn't very good, but
Hmm.
that's besides the point. And I got to the end of it, and they were being like, "Okay, so what should we actually do about this?" Well, this guy says we should return to the level of technology at 1200 AD. And they don't really give an explanation. They're just like, yeah, fuck it, 1200. Why not? That'll do. Like, none of these people actually have like a reason for any of the shit that they like say. Like, there's
Yeah,
no reason why we have to go back to the Bronze Age. Like,
yeah.
it's just, oh, this is how I imagine shit was
Also,
because
like
this is how it's been
people have
packaged to
no
me by
fucking clue what
modernity.
happened in the Bronze Age. So saying we need to return to the Bronze Age is so like it's so retarded.
Like, reactionary politics are ironically the most modern thing of all because
Yeah,
they're just like this packaged fantasy that
yeah.
modernity itself has sold you, which you're then upholding as this epic based, like idealized civilization. It is literally just like postmodern fascism.
Hmm. So true.
I don't mean postmodern in the sense of like, oh, postmodernism is secretly fascism. I mean, just like it's incredibly postmodern that they're just like obsessed with this fantasy and think that it's a real thing.
Mhm. Yeah.
Anyway, let's
Anyway,
talk about some other shit. This is gay.
anybody
Well,
like
also really
burgers?
soon. Have you seen Fortnite? Fortnite is going
Oh,
Japanese.
Fortnite! No,
They're putting Japanese stuff in Fortnite. Have you
that's
seen the new
Fair enough.
Japanese manga that's like Drama Queen?
oh yeah. I don't know. I've seen various takes. People saying that's racist, or just people saying that it's supposed to
Well,
be about
the
tourism.
aliens are an obvious stand-in for white like expats.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, oh, I hate my boss because my boss is an alien, and the alien is definitely like PewDiePie or someone that moved to Japan, because they're a
Imagine how
weeb,
fucked up that would be
and
if,
then they like kill them and they eat them.
well, you're making it sound based.
Maybe.
If
Honestly,
PewDiePie
honestly,
was,
honestly, if you move to Japan, it's like, what are you doing with your life? It's like, and also, and then they complain. They're like, I've lived in Japan for 10 years and I'm still in, like, everyone still treats me. I'm like an outsider. It's like, is this a problem with me or is this a problem with society? I think it's a problem with society.
if PewDiePie was your boss in Japan, you
I would
should be
go
elected
insane. I'd go
him.
insane, actually.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it would be maddening.
Yeah. If 80 years ago Sweden beat us in a war and then my boss was just like PewDiePie, like speaking Swedish, and I had to like listen to him speaking Swedish and watch like Swedish TV and like keep up with Swedish politics. I'd one like kill myself and or two like kill like PewDiePie. Sorry.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what do you make of it, Bagel?
I'll be honest, I wasn't listening.
Yeah.
I was listening to Epic Rap Battles of
Honestly,
History.
if you looked at like the Duolingo numbers, Japanese is probably the most learned
Isn't
language. On
the
one of the
Duolingo,
more learned languages on Duolingo, aside from Spanish or like
isn't the Japanese Duolingo bad? I thought.
probably.
Hmm,
I think Duolingo is just bad.
I believe it.
Yeah. We should probably wrap up here. We're going on like a long, like uh kind of a
Yeah,
long episode.
it's been good though. I think we
Yeah.
reached our
Uh,
stride.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Huh?
Okay. Do you want to say goodbye, Bagel? Do you want to sign off?
Yeah, give me a sec. I need to shout out some people. Fucking,
Your mom.
your mum, actually. She asked me to.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's my mom's name?
uh, you have two gay dads.
Well then,
That
that's
actually is
not a
my dad's
mom.
name.
That's crazy. That's a crazy pull.
Yeah, so you're having sex with my dad, Bagel?
Whoa, who
That's
said
your
anything
MO?
about sex? Who said anything about sex? I'm not a fake
Mm.
cell. Okay.
I
There's
think
no sex involved.
whatever. All right, just give your spiel and like let's end this shit.
Fucking, I don't know. Go Lions. That's it.
I'm the editor, so I can edit out anything you say for the show.
Okay,
So
fine. Fucking, yeah. Be nice to people. Have a good
I
Christmas,
disagree.
everyone except
Yeah.
Morgan.
One of these days you're gonna have to be nice to me.
Never.
Do you have anything to say, Anna?
Be nice to everyone.
Amen.
Or not, well, not
No,
people who don't
no.
deserve to be nice to.
Yeah, we should probably try to have another episode up before Christmas, but you know.
We should. Well, we absolutely should.
Yeah, we'll
Christmas.
talk about plans later, but yeah, you know. Anyway, goodbye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.